Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 22 of Through the Looking Glass, an Exandrian adventure. We are here in Ank'Harel, enjoying our time and maybe learning some things. Speaking of which, I forgot to open something up. I knew I forgot to open something. I'm big old dumb. Anyways, I appreciate everyone coming in. Let's get into playing some D&D, shall we? All right. Hello, wonderful adventurers.
Hello.
Oh,
How are we doing?
cold.
You're cold in your new home that's way not in the mountains anymore?
Yeah, it's still chilly here.
All right, who wants to give us a lowdown of what happened last episode?
I don't know why you ask. Nobody else remembers or takes notes. Uno momento.
Uno momento.
Okay, so we did some exploring. There was a guy in the bazaar market place that was like talking about the leader Jamon Sword being a bronze dragon and seeing it for himself, and Relier and Silsafir tried to do a really cool prank on him, but it did not work out the way they wanted it to.
Mm-hmm.
So
it almost worked. Okay.
Everybody else found out that Jamon Sword is the leader of the city, and he helped establish it. And Daylily was like, well, you know that there are other types of ways of staying alive for a long time, not just being a dragon. And then
I stole his
guy
block.
the guy referred to Daylily as your kind. And Silsafira decided to buy his silence for the day. And we took his soapbox, which was a giant rock, and put it in the bag of holding.
Why? We will never know.
Because
Because he said your kind. Like, rude.
it was a way for him to get back at him without getting into a fight with him.
Okay.
And then we went into a clothing store that happened to be owned by a blue dragon named Vicaris. A blue dragonborn, sorry. Named Vicaris. She did not have a tail. And we had a little history lesson on dragonborn kind. And Draconians, which is Relier's breed, used to enslave Ravenites who do not have tails. And there was a big fight between them. And Daylily got Relier a date. And At first she said no, and then Daylily gave Reliar a rose to give to her, and she said yes. And they went on a date a couple days later. But as we were leaving the market, there was a group of farmers who were having some issues with some local quote-unquote witches in a quote-unquote coven who were using their manure to bury owl bears. And Daylily offered everybody's assistance, and then they said we all looked like a bunch of fuck-ups, and Daylily got upset and went off on him and walked away. We went to the Cobalt Soul, and Creek got some books on Marquesian and Giant to try to learn those languages, and Daylily just got some history books. We went to the Lap of the Gods. We were very looked down upon. We paid $6,000 upfront for our rooms. And then the next day, Reliar and Daylily went shopping. I don't know if Redstone was here for this part or not, but Reliar ordered an Arrow of Returning for Silsifir back in Emon.
Little lad.
Little lad.
Yeah.
And then we ended
Yeah.
on Reliar's date.
Yes. All right.
I forgot to mention that someone got the full words at the Lab of the Gods and didn't get inspiration. And by someone, I mean Creek.
What?
She wanted a full treatment. Spa, the works, you know.
Oh, yes. She spent so much money on a spa treatment and did not get any inspiration.
All the gold switch for nothing.
Well,
unfortunate.
really, it's
Wow.
It's somewhat.
really
Go on.
it was included in the price, but
They chipped her out for money.
I try to explain that. All right, so it is the next day. Y'all are in the Lap of the Gods. What are y'all doing?
Wandering around the city, I guess. I kind of want to find the healers that they were talking about that are in a coven, because they mentioned that they do like healing and stuff. So I kind of want to go find them and like see what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Anybody?
As a druid, if they're using manure to bury a body, it seems like they're trying to mask the scent of decay.
Okay.
So that's what it seems like to me, that they're just trying to mask the...
Anybody else want to go? We have 2. Or are we splitting the party?
Oh.
Yeah?
Got nothing. I can't think of anything to do right now, so might as well tag along.
Yeah. Kai, what are you wanting to do? Are you wanting to go back to the Cobalt Soul? Stay behind in her room and try to learn. I didn't realize you checked out the book. Okay.
I should remember the book.
Yes. All right. Yeah, I know. I don't remember her checking out the book.
She
but
didn't tell us she checked it out, but...
yes.
We're just gonna assume that she did.
I mean, there was a book on some language.
Listen. All right.
I'm listening.
I said what languages she tried to learn.
Reading noises. All right, we have 3 people going to find the witches. But first, roll me an intelligence check, Creek.
Can you comprehend the book you're reading?
Nope.
Not very well.
You
Oh,
Intense reading noises.
you after a few hours, you tried to understand the words, but because you haven't heard them spoken a lot around you, most people are speaking Common. A few people are speaking Marquesian, but like they're speaking so fast that you're like, okay, what word is that? But the words that you're looking for, you kind of don't have the historical comprehension to be like, oh, this means hello, this means goodbye, this means toilet, this means you're an asshole. So yeah, so you're able to phonetically read them out, but you don't know if you're actually reading them correctly.
just like when you were a kid and you tried to read books that were way above the normal reading level.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't be sure if you were pronouncing any of the words correctly.
Exactly. All right, for my 3, let's see. Bunny, give me a D100 roll.
D100.
76. Okay. Whenever you 3 are walking through town, there are, especially in the rich part of town, there are a lot of children in the area. They're all congregating. They're all talking, like exchanging what they are, showing off some things that they have gotten recently. And you hear something about a old gnome who travels Exandria, giving presents to kids far and wide.
Fucking Santa Claus.
Something like that. Yes, you are very confident. But yes, a lot of the kids that you're passing through, even as you go back into Dutch Santa Claus, as you go back into the market where you first saw those farmers, there are still kids. They don't have like extravagant gifts like the rich kids.
Their parents are doing their best.
Yes. Where is the delete button?
Where is the delete button?
Delete it! That was, I hope my camera hid that. I think my camera hid that.
Partially. That was just the tip.
Oh. Good lord. We are, you were all in the market that y'all first met the farmers, and someone actually, who approached them? It would be Daylily. Who else approached them last time? Silsafir. Did everybody?
No, Creek was the one who heard it. She's the one who snuck up on him.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know if she talked to them or not.
Yeah, I don't think. Daylily, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
19.
Yeah, you are able to spot a few of the farmers that y'all are looking for, that you saw the other day.
I don't know if I want to talk to them again, though.
So are you going to ask other people?
Well, in the market, do I see any shops or stands that look like they would be like potions or herbs for healing?
You do remember one of the hard stand shops by the Dragonborn's clothing shop was a potion and oils type of place.
Okay, I want to go there first.
Okay. So we go there. And as you enter, there's this kind of older woman. She has like very sun-baked skin, long like graying hair that's like braided. She has like 2 braids that frame her face. She looks human for all intents and purposes. She's just a little bit older and a little bit sun-baked, and she as you enter, she is still looking down, and she's like, "I will be with you in a moment." She's still working on some things, like a concoction.
Okay, I'm just gonna look at the potions and stuff she has available.
Yeah, so most of the potions are gonna be like little tinctures of like and salves, just random things that you find in like an herbalist shop.
Right.
Some of the jars have herbs in them, dried herbs. Finally, the old woman approaches you, kind of quietly. She kind of sneaks up on you, and she's like, "Yes, my dear, how may I help you?"
Oh, she has to finish her vape.
Shut up! Daylily is going to turn to her. I'm assuming she came up behind me.
Came up to the side.
To the side? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, turn the rest of the way to like look at her. And I did think about what I would ask her.
Mm.
I'm a bull in the china shop, so I'm just gonna kind of like carefully stay away from the shelves.
Just in the middle, kind of like squished. What are you doing, Relier?
Not a thing.
Not a thing? Just doing the same thing as Sly? Just like...
Don't touch anything and we'll be okay.
That's why I'm gonna keep my hands to myself.
Look with your eyes, not your hands.
Exactly.
Daylily is going to ask her, are you the only healer in town?
Oh, no. We are a big city, so of course we have several healers. I wouldn't consider myself a healer. I'm a purveyor of dry herbs and salves and some tinctures and a few potions. Were you looking for anything in particular?
Oh, nothing in particular, no. I just was wondering, I am a druid myself, so I was just wondering how many natural magic users there were.
Quite a few. Well, this is a great place. It is kind of like an oasis in the desert, as it were. Did you need healing? Do you need a potion of healing? Or are you in any type of trouble?
Oh, no, none of us are in any kind of trouble, and I can heal myself and my friends quite well. I heard a rumor in the streets about healers and magic users killing owl bears outside of town.
Oh. She kind of sits there and thinks, and she's like, "Ah, yes, from farmers."
It may have been.
Those women have been there for decades, helping the people of that particular group. And they mean no harm. I don't think they're actually killing owl bears. I think the owl bears have fled from some of the parts of Marquette and just aren't equipped for the desert life.
Oh, I suppose that would make sense if it's a different climate than what they're used to.
Shit, Dex.
What? Why did you roll a perception or a performance check? What are you doing?
I'll let the DM describe this one. I was doing mischief in
As
the background.
you two are talking, and you're kind of learning about the fauna of the area and some of the healers. Silsifir is playing water ball again, which you would think he would have learned his lesson in the Cobalt Soul or Reserve in Vasselheim, but no. The kid needs ADHD medicine.
It definitely does.
So as you're playing with that dex roll, you kind of lose control of it, and a lot of the droplets go splashing across some of the dried pieces of herbs that are hanging from the walls, kind of some of the open jars, and dampen a candle wick, one of the candles that's lit.
I can pay for this.
The woman kind of snaps her head towards you. What are you doing?
I'm entertaining myself while you ladies talked.
I would...
Can I prestidigitation to clean up his water mess?
Yes.
And dry the herbs and things back?
Yes.
I do that.
Yeah. This is a dried herb shop, sir. I would press upon you that water and dried herbs are not necessarily a good mix unless you want, certain smells to come out.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot daggers at him.
I'm gonna step outside.
That would be your best bet, sir.
Come on,
So-
Blair. Let's go step outside while these ladies talk.
So, ma'am, thank you for cleaning that up. But yes, some of the owl bears from across Marquette have journeyed into the desert and not necessarily have found... Not all of them are acclimated to the desert life. Some of them have, but few and far between.
Well, do you know where I could find these women? And
Well, where are those farmers? They are about 5 miles outside of Ank'Harel. Mm-hmm. If I remember correctly. Some of those farmers come in, I get my herbs from them, but they like to complain.
I can see that. Most non-magic users are that way, especially if, even if you've helped them. So.
Very true, very true. I had one of those farmers come in, and he didn't like the tincture that he got. He said that his hair was not growing on his head. He was balding. And I had to inform him that the tincture was not for that particular place on his body.
Of course, yeah.
Some people never learn, despite giving instructions. Anyways, did you need any help buying anything? Do you need anything? You don't look like you're from here. Are you a traveler?
We are, yes. We are actually on our way to Eos.
Ah, Eos. I've been there a long time ago. It's a beautiful place. Very many. It's got this tiered lake system. Very, very interesting. Don't try the shrimp.
Okay, I will definitely keep that in mind.
But if you have any more questions as you're looking around or in general, just give me a little finger wave.
Does she have any, like, bundles of, like, lavender or any, like, floral herbs?
Yeah, she definitely has floral herbs. There's like bundles of lavender, some roses that are kind of put in dried rose petals in like jars, and like a few other herbal things. Some flowers that you don't recognize that must be like from Marquette in particular.
I want to buy like a bundle of the dried lavender.
Okay, yeah, that's totally possible.
How much is your bundles of lavender?
Oh, that will be 2 silver.
All right. I'm actually going to give her 4 silver for 1 bag.
Oh,
to
thank you.
Apologize for my friends. They are not the delicate kind.
Most people with swords aren't. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I am
Of course, thank you. And I'm gonna step outside.
What are you
Call
two
this
doing in the
savage.
meantime?
Good question. Probably just standing outside the door.
More water
she
ball.
Yeah. I'm gonna practice my water ball.
And what is Creek doing outside of just reading and talking about Santa Claus?
Having smoke coming out of her ears from the level of reading. Little box Lego set is absolutely freaking adorable. I'm almost done with it.
Oh my god. Taking Santa for a little walkie. Okay. You do know that there is like a mud room, so like an actual room that, not like a mud room like in a house, but like a mud room in the spa that he might do well. Desert life has not been treating Sasander too well, even though y'all have been there for a few days. The dry air is not good for his delicate little skin. There is gardens. Yeah, there are gardens. There's kind of like a closed off garden in the back of the resort. He requires a bush for poopies. Good to know. Good to know. He won't poop in the mudroom. Good on him. Civilized Cayman. So you're taking Sasander for a walk. He's actually 20. Oh my god. I can't. You take Sasander for a walk after taking a little bit of break from reading. Do you go back to reading? God.
He's a cayman, not a cat.
Sander visualized.
Do you go back to studying after taking Sasander for a walk? Yes. Give me another intelligence check. This time, do it with advantage. Because you've been kind of like... Oh, very nice.
Oh, there you go.
Very nice. While you were down giving Sasander a little walkie poo, or a pooey walk, whichever way you want to slice that, you've asked the front desk, and they've kind of... A lot of them are kind of transplants, so they speak mostly common. They've picked up on some Marquesian, but there's a few locals to Marquette who are like, yes, this is how you say this is how you say this, and if you see a word that has like this little symbol on top of it, it sounds like this. And they've kind of given you like a jump start of how to pronounce things, and you're kind of getting the hang of it. So you've gotten hello, goodbye, where's the garden, my cayman needs to poop, when is breakfast, things like that. Just conversational stuff. My cayman needs to poop. Oh my gosh. It's a fox.
Oh, that's so cute.
Your full ass name is on there, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Just wanted to put that out there. So yes, you are learning Marquesian, but you can't keep the book, so you were told to bring the book back in 2 days, and it's been a day, I think. So you're on your second day, so it needs to go back probably tomorrow. So what are you three doing?
Wait, didn't Relier have a arrow of returning for me?
Not there. It's an Emon.
It's an emo.
Fantastic.
Everybody get back.
Are we gonna try to go back and talk with the village idiots again?
No, I want to go to where the ladies are. So it's like 5 miles outside of town.
Okay.
Before you left, you did get kind of like not detailed instructions how to get there or directions how to get there, but you know it's headed east out the gate of by what's it called, the which district is that, the headed out the circlet walk, that road like southeast of there.
Okay. So yeah, that's where I want to go. What time of day is it now?
It's like y'all are probably late morning,
Okay.
almost noon.
Okay.
So as y'all are y'all gonna go back and get Creek? Are y'all just you three just going?
I say we could probably give Creek a day of study.
Yeah, just let Creek hang out.
Okay. All right. So as you three are winding through the streets of the Circlet Walk, somebody give me a D100 check. Actually,
Sure.
yeah. Still fair. Give me a D100.
88.
88. As you're just exiting out of the there are a few shops in the Circlet Walk. This is more like residential. There's like a few shops here or there. But as you're passing a blacksmith's forge, there you know how they have displays sometimes on the outside of stores. There is a sort of like antiqued looking set of armor, and it's holding a very nice sword in its like little pommel hands, and suddenly you hear the creak 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 clack 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 of like sort of like the Tin Man kind of coming to life. And the suit of armor kind of just sways back and forth, trying to get its legs, sword kind of waving in the air, and a couple of people that are walking through there are like startled and start like bolting whichever direction. And you hear, "I shall defend my birthplace!" And he readies his sword above his head. This suit of armor readies the sword and starts swinging around. You three give me initiative. Roll for initiative.
I forgot to roll with advantage, but I got a 20.
You know, I still have inspiration.
I also have inspiration.
I'm gonna use it during the fight. Why not?
Okay. Oh,
Maybe I should have used it then.
You're like, fuck. Hold on real quick. I need to go clean my whiteboard. I need a rag. Sorry. My whiteboard was disgusting. Alright. So let's do initiative. Daylily. Did you both roll fives?
Disgusting.
They did. They both roll 5s.
She said disgusting, not discussing.
Wait, what?
She thought you said discussing instead of discussing.
Disgusting.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Disgusting.
Apparently she heard discussing.
Who has the higher dex?
My dex is 15.
Relier with
16.
17? Okay, so it'll be Relier
16.
16.
Yeah. Well,
But still Relier.
It's still Relier.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So, Daylily, what are you doing?
How close is the suit of armor?
I would say about 20 feet.
20 feet. I want to use Thorn Whip.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Does a 21 hit?
Yes, it does.
That will be 9 damage and pull it closer to me.
Okay.
And I'll pull it 10 feet closer, so it'll be within 10 feet.
Okay. Does that need? Do they need to do like a strength save to get out?
Nope.
No. So
Nope.
are they? What happens when they're pulled? What happens whenever the thorn rip?
This is the description. You create a long vine-like whip covered in thorns that lashes out at your command toward a creature in range. Make a melee spell attack against the target. If it hits, the creature takes 1d6 piercing, and if the creature is large or smaller, you pull the creature 10 feet closer. That's it.
Okay. I'm going to say, because it's technically kind of what was I going to say? Like bound in a way. It has to make a strength check to try to get out.
Okay.
That is a natural 20.
Okay. I have a -1 in my strength, so.
Hold on real quick. There we go. Sorry, somebody came in doing a random thing. It breaks free, and that's their action to break free. So, yeah, as a bonus action, with their movement, they kind of like stumble closer to you with the sword above their head.
Okay.
And Relier, it is your turn.
Yay. I'm gonna walk closer to it. Close enough for me to smack him.
Okay. So it moved about 5 feet and towards you. So all you have to do is close the 5 feet.
Okay. So I close the 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna smack him with a short sword.
Okay.
Possibly twice. Oh my god, that does not hit.
That does not hit.
It's a good thing you have two weapon fighting.
That does hit.
Okay. Come on, damage. Don't let me down.
You guys are assholes.
As your first sword kind of like kind of falls short, falls to the left of it, the second strike hits it, and the armor kind of like shakes a little bit, and it's like and then just falls to the ground like in pieces.
We defeated sentient armor.
Hooray? What's your work? Blue?
What are y'all doing now?
Go attack 2.
I want to
Oh,
look at the
okay.
armor and see if there's like a sigil or anything that like made it come to life or like.
Give me an Arcana check.
Nice, I got advantage in. How about a 20?
Yeah. So, you don't see a sigil, but you feel like an arcane presence there. Like it was, like a spell that, kind of caused this thing to come to life. And, once it kind of, like, it was like a weird, you don't know how to describe it because you've never felt anything like this before, but it was it's kind of interesting how, like, it kind of just came to life, and then after a few hits, it fell apart. You don't know where it came from, unless you want to do, like, any other checks. Does anybody want to do any other checks while that's happening?
No, because none of mine are magically induced. I mean, I have.
Well,
an
you can
Arcana
do
check
like an
where you can-
investigation, like look for people, perception, things like that.
I'll do
Not just
I'll do an investigation check.
Okay.
A nat 20 plus 11, 31.
You as you're kind of looking around, you're like looking on the ground, looking at some of the buildings. You see a figure kind of dart back into the shadows. It's like into the alleyway, and you didn't get a really good look at them, but they are.
Am I able to react fast enough to use Thorn Whip to grab their ankle to get them to stop moving?
Give me a dex check.
15?
Yeah.
Plus 5 to hit. Oh, fucking 8.
Yeah, the Thorn Whip kind of comes up from the ground where they were once standing and tries to lash out at it. And they're way too quick, and they've darted out of the way. And down
There's
the
somebody
alley.
over there. Down the alley.
Let's stand over. Let's go after it.
Let's go.
Yep. Gonna start running after whoever it was.
Okay.
I'm gonna fly above them so I can see if I can see anybody like running.
How far above them are you flying?
Not like within, like they'll be able to hear me.
Oh, okay. So as y'all are going down that alleyway, there's like lines of clothes, and like this is very much a residential area, so there's lines of clothes, there's boxes, things like that, and there's like a couple of people milling about. Give me Daylily, give me a perception check.
Can I have advantage since I'm like flying
Yeah.
above? Nice. How's a 22?
22 works. Yeah, you see a person kind of running a little bit up ahead. They're kind of like darting in between boxes and people, and
Am I able to
they're a good amount of distance ahead of you, because they're kind of like doing
how far?
sprint, extra sprint type things. I'd say like 120 feet.
Jesus, fucking Sonic.
Yeah. They're pretty fast. They
just-
may or may not, because they're magic users.
So
They may or may not have haste.
I need them to make a strength saving throw.
Sure. You know what? Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Nope, that's not the thing. That's not the thing.
Choose release.
No, I don't want. Hold on. Sorry, I'm. This is the problem with doing D100 rolls. You don't have people. Actually, hold on. Yeah.
Bruh.
Jesus. They fail.
What was it?
It was a 6.
Oh yeah, they definitely failed. They're now stuck in place.
Shit. Okay.
So I'm gonna fly up to them and I'm not gonna land because I want Relier and Silsphere to be able to see me still. So I'm gonna go towards them and wait for the rest of them to catch up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna catch up.
Okay.
I have my daggers ready.
All right. The individual is hooded, and their hood is covering their face. Are you looking at their back daily? What are you doing? Are you in front of them?
No, I'm in front of them.
Give me a perception check.
11.
You've seen this person before. Their pale face is quite recognizable.
Is it fucking Juman?
You're quite surprised that they're still alive, let alone on this continent.
Is it Juman?
No.
Who did we kill?
Or attempted to kill.
Who did we attempt to kill? How many people have we killed?
Few. Let's count.
The person, their gloved hands take their hood off, and their blonde, bright white hair falls to the side, and their pointed elven ears stick up.
Oh, it's the person from that tried to get the book, yeah?
Where's my book?
Oh.
I knew I should have killed you when I had the chance.
Where's my book?
Your book.
In a matter of speaking.
A place you'll never find it.
Hold on. Beep boop boop beep beep beep
Fuck,
beep.
what's her name? How long ago did...
Where's my book?
This is Thurin, right?
What's up?
Thurin is a member of the Remnants, a cult of Vecna. Yeah. Okay, this is the right one. I just wanted to have a name to put in here.
You never really got their actual name.
But that's what they were called.
Yes.
Like, when we met them. So that's what I'll still this in my book. What should we do with her?
Figure out why she's here. And why is she tracking us from the first of all?
Because we stopped her from getting the book and only we know where it is.
I don't know. Should we report her to the authorities for an attempted attack?
I doubt the authorities will do anything of merit to her, obviously.
Hmm.
How are you here? And how
Wouldn't
did
you like to know?
the guild? I would, actually.
You won't find out.
We're
We're everywhere. Everywhere you don't expect.
Yes.
that.
We are at a back alley, which
There's
doubt.
still people. It's not a back
Yeah,
alley. It's
there's-
not a back alley. It's just an
There's-
alley. There's people.
There's
There's actually like as you look around, there's a group of
we
people gathering around you.
How much does she weigh? Out of curiosity.
She's pretty light. She's pretty light.
I need specifics. Just
Like
one.
probably 150 pounds, 160 at most. She's quite tall and like lanky.
I can stretch on her 50 pounds. What if I just kind of scooped her up into the back of holding?
Oh god.
Before you do that, I'm gonna take the earring of message that they gave us out of my backpack.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put it in,
Okay.
and I'm gonna expend one of the charges to talk to them, and like call out to. Shit! I wish I wrote down.
Who are you looking for?
The leader of the guild. Why did I not write down the guild?
I don't know. Why didn't you write down the guild?
Or one note taker.
Yeah, way to go, note taker. Jeez.
Gloria wants us to get a tome to make up for breaking the door. Tome is with the Titan. Have to take 2 guild members. Cash and they're in. Earth Titan has a tome that belonged to the person who resurrected the Titan. Vecna.
Vanessa Sindril.
Vanessa. I'm gonna call out to Vanessa with Fury.
Okay, what do you say?
I just saw Thurin. Why is she in Marquette?
A few minutes later, last time I heard, she was in prison here in Vasselheim.
Well,
My
she's
detector
not.
determined that was a lie.
And that's all. She's going to send you a message. What are you doing with her?
Haven't decided yet.
Okay.
And then I want to use another charge to tell Creek where we are.
I think you only get one, right?
You
I'm
said
a hand- I'm-
5.
Does it say 5?
We have 5 charges.
Oh,
We,
okay. Yeah.
We regain 1d4 plus 1 charges at dawn.
Okay. Creek, do you have the earring in?
She has a personal emergency.
Okay.
She's probably got to use the bath.
Does your cat have to poop in the toilet?
Probably
He's
missed.
different, so
All right. You know what? On that note, let us take a little bit of a break. Everybody get up, stretch, and we will be back with the rest of the session soon. Be right back.
Alright.
All right, we are back. And before the break, we had just confronted a pallid elf that the group had encountered in Vasselheim about a week or so prior. Actually, I think it was, y'all were in the air for 2 weeks, right?
It's been way more than a week.
Oh yeah, it's been, I mean, it's been a little bit. Don't mind the cat poop gif, y'all. I know that you can see it. Someone type. I'm gonna include a gif. There we go. Type.
It's gone.
ASDF. God damn it, Saren!
This one's more friendly, okay?
You're like, that is how I poop.
Oh my god.
Okay, that one's worse.
Anyways, poop jokes aside, before the break, we were encountered by Theron, the group.
Stop!
That's that's the Sander after he falls in. And they're currently in a confrontation. Oh, god damn it. Really?
God, guys, stop. Y'all are great.
Get sick of it.
Not an admin here. I can't delete the other messages.
Nonetheless, what spell did you put on her?
Have we
Earthbind.
put?
Huh?
Earthbind.
Earthbind. Okay.
So it lasts for. Where is it? I can't find it in my spell list now. There it is. It lasts for. It's a concentration up to 1. Oh.
Up to 1 minute. Okay. So, what are y'all going to do with her?
Well, I just messaged Crete with the earring and told her
Okay.
where we were. So,
Kidnap her? I don't know.
I mean, I could scoop her up in my bag of holding. I have weight left over.
I don't want you to have to touch her. With Stonky's ring,
Mm-hmm.
before you let me pick up Silsaphir with it
Yes.
and move him in the house,
Yes.
can I pick her up with it?
I mean, Silsaphir is significantly heavier than this lanky bitch.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick her up.
Okay.
Wait for Silsaphir to open his magic bag.
Yeah, I'm a open the bag.
And I'm gonna put her in it.
Is Stonky's ring a spell?
No, it's a ring that I got when
Okay.
we fought the 2 magic users on the way to.
That's right. Yeah, fuck it. She is going to,
This ring has come
Run for dear
so
life.
handy. I'm so glad I didn't sell it.
Is there a way to, get out of Stonky's ring grasp?
Open pray.
No?
It's telekinesis. I can cast the telekinesis spell at will.
But there's no saving from it?
Mm-mm. I mean, I can look at the telekinesis spell.
Yeah.
So bag of holding, add item to bag of holding, custom item, elf.
Huge.
And her weight is 150. She's not worth anything, right?
Yeah, they can try to make a strength save. They have to make a strength check.
Strength check or strength save?
Make an ability check with your. This is for the telekinesis
Yeah.
spell, but this part, the ability check with my spell casting won't apply to it, I guess, because it's not a spell that I have. It's the ring.
Yeah.
Make an ability check with your spell casting ability contested by the creature's strength check. So they have to make a strength check. If I win the contest, I can move them up to 30 feet in any direction, including upward, but not beyond the range of the spell. Until the end of your next turn, the creature is restrained in your telekinetic grip.
She's going to cast Thunderclap to distract from all this.
She's in a telekinetic grip.
Okay, so we'll do a strength.
I don't know if she'd be able to, because it's basically like a giant hand.
She doesn't make it. Okay, so it is a living person. I am talking to you three.
Yes.
It is a living person.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Okay. Well, I will note that. We might have to. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
So, the bag of holding
Mm-hmm.
does not take or give life. It is considered a pocket dimension. So, as she is now, she will be forever be preserved until we take her out. So she's neither dead nor alive at this point. She's technically frozen within time because of its pocket dimension.
So she won't get hungry, she won't get thirsty, she won't get crushed by the giant fucking rock that's in there. She's fine.
As long as I stick within the weight limit of the bag, it's a pocket dimension. So she's forever preserved as she is as she stands.
Okay. You put
Schrodinger's captain.
you put the elf in the bag.
You've heard of Elf on the Shelf. Now you've got Hag in a bag.
Oh my god, what if we just put all of our fucking enemies
Okay.
in a second bag?
As y'all are doing this, there's a group forming around you all, and they just see you stuff this lanky ass elf in this bag.
I'm gonna yell, she's trying to bring back Vecna. Don't. She's supposed to be in jail.
Okay, the Collector from Marvel Studios.
Give me a what's it called? Persuasion, yeah.
Can I have advantage since they just saw me magically pick up this girl and put her in a bag?
No.
Don't fail me now. My dice failed me.
Oh yeah.
You guys gotta stop letting me do all the talking.
They are all basically like the people. There's like people coming out. People are like yelling, and like there's a few guards that show up. What is this that we've heard that you've been fighting in the streets?
Not fighting. There was no fight, technically.
There are people saying that you fought a suit and armor, and then you ran down this woman, and then and somebody shouts, "They've put her in a bag!"
So I have
a
my
bag.
book. So Daylily keeps a journal.
Yeah.
And in said journal, she describes the people that she interacts with and what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll a history check to read them our last encounter with Thurin?
Give me a persuasion.
Can I have advantage?
No.
Damn!
She's reading from her own journal, though.
16! I'm reading from my own journal.
The guard that was speaking to you all. You all have a chance to talk to the judge and give your evidence. You three are coming with me.
I'm not going back to jail.
God, they're gonna lose their shit once they realize I dumped this bag and a rock and an elf fall out.
Should we? Should we just jump the bag and run?
I mean, I could just tip the bag and a rock and an elf will fall out. But here's the thing: I have other things in this bag that I kind of don't want to get rid of.
Are y'all?
Is
Is this
her way?
Creek? Are you on your way?
Oh,
Are you making your way to town?
What if the elf falls out and then the rock falls on the elf and crushes her legs?
Not my problem.
Okay. What if instead of going to jail, we just make her your problem? You can have her. Do you want her? She escaped the last jail she was in. She's supposed to be in jail in Vastheim.
No one ever contacted me via.
I did. I said I just told Creek where we were when we got back from break. Listen, I've said twice now that I called you on the
Fine. She's like, I was enjoying my day.
Creek is on her way.
So she's like on the other side of town. Y'all are in.
Yeah.
So it might take a while.
Yeah.
Especially since she doesn't know her way around that district.
Right.
Actually, roll me a d4, Kai.
I don't want to go back to prison.
Hey, go back to prison. Why? You just make another rat friend.
I could.
No, give me a d4. Just a d4. Actually, give me a survival and a d4. Oh, Jesus, yeah.
there's a D4. That's survival.
So you're smart enough to know how to get to sort of where they were at before in the market. And then you ask around where this place is at, and it takes you about 45 minutes to get there in total.
So she's on her way like before all of this has started. Like after I called Vanessa, basically I called Creek.
Yeah.
So like, is she arriving by the time this is happening?
No, because that was like, yeah, it wasn't. This was within like a 20-minute span.
Okay, so she's like halfway.
Yeah, she's about halfway there. No, you will have to plead your case in front of the judge, and possibly Jamon Sword, if need be. We don't take fighting in the streets lightly.
We were not fighting in the streets.
Spellcasting, swords were flying.
Swords were flying. Whoa, my friend.
They literally just said a suit of armor came to life. Yet, we're the ones in trouble. You don't believe the champions of Taldore? Call Alora.
Who is this Alora?
Visoran, the council, and Iman.
We don't deal with Imanian politics and Taldorian politics here. We're a different continent, a different government, a different city.
I understand.
We have our own rules, our own council, our
But we
own
are
person,
telling
our
you.
own judges.
We are telling you that this elf, therein, if it was just a random elf, I would not know her name. is a part of ba 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 is a part of the Remnant, which is a cult of Vecna, and they are trying to bring him back. The last time we had an interaction with her, they almost got the tome.
A few other guards come up, and
we're not just kidnapping a
there's
random
two
person.
people. There's 2 guards per person.
I'm still flying, by the way. So technically.
Well, they're still by you.
I know, but technically I could just fly up higher in the air. They can't get me.
Do you want to do that?
No, I'm trying to plead our case. Somebody else help plead our case, please, and you roll persuasion.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. I've stayed out of jail more often than you have, and I learned that by not saying things to guards.
Okay.
I just deal with it.
Here's the thing. We are about to go to jail for quote-unquote kidnapping and fighting.
Guards.
Okay.
Take them. Miss, I would advise you to come down to the ground.
I'll walk with you. I won't come down from the ground.
I would advise going down to the ground and walking.
No. I will come with you.
Close
Willingly.
The closest the guards, they're usually like not magic users, right?
They are not magic users, no.
Right, so if one of them were to just suddenly start flying, would his other guardsmen kind of be suspicious of him?
Yeah.
Cool. I've been holding on to this pixie dust since like session 0.
Yeah,
since
knock yourself out with it.
Since yeah, okay.
Since literally session 0. So I want to like kind of like have a little bag of pixie dust in my hand,
Okay.
like ready to go. And when one of the guards goes to grab me, I'm just gonna kind of like, I got you, bud, and I'm gonna like do the whole friendly pat on the shoulder, but going to like spread the pixie dust on his back, and that will actually
give me a sleight of hand.
With advantage. Don't fail me now. Please don't fail me now. 25!
Okay. Yeah, you're able to do that, and one of the guards, whenever you pat them on the back and the pixie dust is ignited, the guard starts floating up in the air, and he's like, "What the fuck? What the hell?" And the other guard is like, "What did you do? Are you gonna do anything?"
Are they all distracted by this guy?
Well, the person that's asking, there's one person asking you, "What did you do, Solsafir?"
But are the rest of them distracted?
There's a few others that are distracted.
So how many are paying attention to us right now?
The main guard, and then the one that's talking to Solsafir. So there's 2, and then the rest are looking at their friend. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 that are not paying attention.
So 2 are paying. Okay.
Yeah.
How intelligent?
They're about average intelligence.
So if I were to try to charm person the 2 of them,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think my chances would be of them succeeding a wisdom throw?
Let me see if there is a stat block in this wonderful book that I have that talks about Ank'Harel.
Probably not.
Probably not, but you never know. Mm. Yeah, there's not a stat block, but I would say they have like a +0, so they don't have a positive or negative.
So, what would be the consequences if would they know that I tried to charm them since they're not magic users?
I mean, they've been around magic, so it all depends.
How much
Is there a
worse would it make
somatic
her
component to this? Is there a somatic or verbal component?
both?
Give me a sleight of hand.
What? No, I'm not doing it yet. I want to know the consequences if I fail.
You'll find out the consequences when you fail.
Party members, is it worth it to try to charm these 2 guards?
So are you having the same thoughts that I was having as they get charmed, everyone else is distracted, and we book it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The rogue in me is saying fucking go for it. We've got nothing to lose at this point.
You're them. Go for it.
Okay. You want me to try to make sleight of hand?
Yep, for that somatic component.
Oh, no.
As you're waving your hand about, the
Why?
main guard looks at you and is like,
But they have to make a wisdom throw.
a wisdom?
There's
Yeah.
no way
Who are
they're gonna roll
who
lower
are you
than a
trying
6.
to charm?
The 2 that are like
Paying attention?
the one that's asking him,
Mhm.
what did you do? And then the other one.
Okay.
There's no
Okay.
way that either of them roll lower than a 6. That's impossible.
No, the sleight of hand isn't the wisdom they need to beat.
One rolled an 11,
Mm-hmm.
and the main guard rolled a 16, the head guard.
One of them is charmed.
The one that's asking you, what are you doing? His mouth kind of grows slack, and he, like, looks over at Daylily, and it's just like, uh-huh. While the main guard kind of just, like, shakes off whatever you kind of did with your hand, and it's just like, Did you just try to put a spell on me?
Yeah, sleep.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna do it out of panic. I'm gonna like,
Oh shit!
guess what? This is my emergency magic because I don't do magic.
Yeah, okay. What needs to happen?
It's a verbal somatic.
Yeah.
So I do have rose petals, which I keep in my pocket because of the flower that Daylily gave me.
Yep.
And I'm just kind of like out of panic, like do the whole like hands out and throw the petals in their face and like sleep.
Do they need to do anything? Is there a
Um,
save?
Roll a 5d8. This is total how many hit points this creature spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you're choosing are affected in a certain order.
I will tell you this right now, they don't have a lot of hit points. They're decent, but they're not like fucking bronze dragons.
No, they're asleep.
Alright, that main guard goes, did you just put a spell on me? And he just goes,
Sleep.
he kind of rocks back and forth and then plunk on the ground.
All right, guys, let's go. Time to go.
Run! Okay.
So are you
Just can we
pushing
see us
through?
running
Are you
now?
pushing through the crowd?
We're going through the alleyway that Thurin was running through, not
Yeah.
towards the. Well,
There's
how
a
busy
crowd
is it in
around you.
How busy is it in the alleyway now?
It's pretty busy. There's like a good,
How
I
heavy-
would say, dozen or so people there.
How heavy
I'm
is
Big. I can
is the
push.
bag of holding right now?
Well, I mean, the bag of holding to me has no weight.
Yeah.
So just to be safe, so that the commoners don't try to grab the bag from you, I could carry it with Stonky's ring and fly.
Well, no, so the bag of holding is attached to my hip, like underneath my cloak.
Okay, so they can't like try to grab it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like that one dad in Europe. He has everything underneath his clothes.
Everything. I just have a fanny pack of magic items. Kids, don't forget your sunscreen.
All right, so y'all are pushing your way through this crowd back towards the main road that you were at. You take a right and go back up the street that you were going towards. Unless y'all want to go back to or try to make your way to the witches. Or are y'all trying to go back to the resort?
I'd say it's probably best we try to book it out of town for now and let things simmer down.
Is Kai there now?
She is coming
or
up.
does-
Kai is coming up.
So like she sees us running out of the alleyway, pretty much.
Yeah.
So you think we should still go to the witches?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Huh?
We're heading out of town.
All right. So y'all are heading out of town. Y'all make your way out of town. It takes you about an hour to make your way through. And y'all are trying to be inconspicuous. Everyone give me a deception.
I needed it. 22.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess Kai technically doesn't need to.
Yeah,
because
Kai
she's not-
doesn't need to, because Kai wasn't there. I'm not wanted. You get a lot more looks because you're probably flying, right, Daylily?
No, at this point I'm walking. But
Okay. But
Four.
I because I am the most like uncommon looking one,
yeah.
I am going to burn one of my flash recalls.
Mm-hmm.
And switch out Toll of the Dead
Okay.
for oh wait, I didn't have that. What the fucking spell save? Actually, I'm gonna unprepare, identify, prepare, disguise self, and I'm gonna make myself look like a normal.
Just like a
belongs here. Yeah.
like a halfling. How tall are you?
I can seem 1 foot shorter or 1 foot taller, so I'll be like 4'9".
So, like a small human or a halfling.
Yeah.
Okay. So you make your way out of town. You make your way to this little settlement, about 5 miles out of town. It takes you like another, I'd say, what is that, like 2 hours to get there? You get there mid-afternoon, and what are y'all looking for?
I forgot.
I mean, I'd suppose we try to find some spots that were freshly dug and buried in manure.
You go to this. Give me a survival. You know what? Creek, give me a survival check. Perfect. You are able to kind of navigate. You know how most settlements are set up, where the graveyard, the burial grounds are usually on the outside of town, and you're able to maneuver your crew there and find a decently sized graveyard with several plots. A lot of them have headstones or some sort of memorabilia above the plot. And there are 3 freshly dug graves that have like a mound of dark dirt over them.
Okay. Well, I'm new plant nerd. I couldn't remember the word for fucking druid.
Plant nerd.
I'm not a plant nerd.
I'm gonna make a sticker out of that.
I couldn't remember the word for druid, so the only thing that came to mind was plant nerd.
Plant nerd.
Quick roll to 25. Go ahead.
You got a nat 20.
Yeah. Nat 20. You go up to the dirt. You kind of sift through it a little bit. You kind of do you have gloves on? I never know how people are dressed. Do you wear gloves over your You have bracers, but no gloves. Bracers are just kind of like wrist protectors.
Wrist and forearm protection.
Yeah.
Usually meant for like sword protection.
Swords or like especially with bow handlers, those bracers help strengthen the forearms. No hand covers.
Gloves.
So you sift through this dirt and you smell it, and it smells like manure. It smells like dirt. Like really shitty dirt. And you've been handling it with your hands. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It smells like cow manure, which is like normal. You're assuming is normal. Not a lot of the other places are covered with manure or dirt. They're kind of like the sand is blown over, especially the ones that have like kind of the ground is kind of leveled off. The sand is level with them. Do you tell this to your friends? Oh, this is manure. This is cow manure. Yes, I share the information. Perfect. So with that, there's no headstones yet. Headstones take a little bit. There's no like memorabilia, so you don't have any idea what is underneath there. If it's individual, if it's a owl bear, if it's a dog, a little dog. But yeah, you find manure covered burial sites in the graveyard. So, what are y'all doing now? Now that information is shared.
I'll check my things, magic and touch.
Are y'all gonna bury a body?
Yeah.
Not yet. So if we poked her head out of the bag,
Mm-hmm.
that part would become unpreserved as it was when it went in.
Mm-hmm.
So technically she could talk.
Yeah.
She just can't use the rest of her body from like the neck down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some spells are voice.
That's right. Some spells are verbal only. I don't know what kind of magic this spooky bitch has got.
Right.
Just realized as a cleric I have a vigilant blessing. I could have given somebody an advantage. That is the question. Well, I mean, do we know what's in the grave?
No, you don't.
Here?
It's not marked. It's not a marked grave yet.
I mean, I suppose I would, being that I have gloved hands, start digging it up, I guess.
I have a shovel.
Where'd you get a shovel?
Who's always in the garden fucking with plants?
Who's in the garden fucking with plants? Daylilies in the garden fucking with plants.
All right, I'm gonna grab the shovel from Daylily and start digging.
Mm.
Before I do that, because this is a grave and I'm about to desecrate it, the cleric part of me is going to take out my holy symbol, do a quick little prayer of, please forgive me for what I'm about to do.
Okay.
And then yeah, start digging.
All right, sounds good. Surin's just, Relier's just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I just beat up a suit of armor.
Also, while I'm digging, I'm gonna bring up the fact to Daily. Hey, I'm gonna need a rose. I kind of used mine to put that guard to sleep.
Okay, that's no problem. I carry quite a few.
Good. I'm gonna just keep on digging.
Perfect. Relier, what are you doing?
Standing there, doing nothing.
Eating rice. Huh?
No, I'm just standing there watching.
Are you gonna join in and help out, or are you just standing there?
If there's another shovel.
Does anybody have another shovel? Probably not. I don't think that's part of the adventurer's kit. No, there's not another shovel, so y'all are all just standing there while Silsafir digs. You get to the bottom, you find a wood, you hit wood, and you can tell that it is a wooden box, like a wooden casket.
I think I found something. Daily, you want to lift it out of here?
Sure.
Does it look like the size of a human
Yes.
coffin?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Alright.
Awkward.
Okay, I'm gonna stonkies bring it out and lay it next to the grave.
Okay. You do realize it's the middle of the day, right, y'all?
Right.
So as Stonky's ring is lifting this casket up, like 2 to 3 individuals come up and they're like, one of them says, excuse me, what are you doing?
Investigating.
Investigating what?
Rumors that there were owl bears being buried out here by some witches.
I swear to God. I swear to the gods.
Yeah, so did I.
Are there a group of farmers in town?
There were.
Was.
Yeah.
And they're the ones talking about witches and owl bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were just curious because I'm a druid, so I am very concerned about animals, so I just wanted to see what if it seemed like they were killing them on purpose or if it was just natural causes.
I swear to God. I swear to the gods. I'm the mayor, as it were, of this little settlement. Their concerns are moot because the witches are the healers of the town, and they got angry at these witches because they didn't heal their animals correctly or at all.
So they were putting blame.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So, next time, maybe find authority figures first before you dig up an old person's grave.
Yeah, we'll put this back together,
I'm gonna
and I'll
bring
bless
it back,
it.
and I put the coffin back in the ground.
Yeah, and I'm gonna mold earth and just.
And I'm gonna put a rose on top of it.
Yeah, just mold earth. Just put a flower and I'm gonna do a quick little prayer, bless the ground, and yeah, we're just gonna.
Yeah. I'm assuming you are all you're trying to do good, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed, yes.
I'm gonna have to talk to Bradley and them. Gosh.
This is gonna be us after that.
I appreciate you wanting to help. I can tell that you care a great deal. But again, maybe don't just listen and ask authority figures before you go digging in graves and causing
We did
problems.
ask in town, one of the healers in town. She said
In Ank'Harel, right?
Yes, in Ank'Harel.
What
She
the
said
big
that-
city does, the big city does. We're just a small settlement that supplies grain and other items to town. But we have our own system of doing things here. We don't listen to Ank'Harel. We just have like a little trade partnership, as it were. So, I'm sure the person you asked about the witches here is trying to be good, but again, maybe ask people from the area who aren't idiots.
Of course, and thank you for being so understanding.
Well, you weren't locals, so the witches are on the north side of town. They have a group of houses. It's a family of women. There's 3 of them. There's the matriarch, whose name is Glinda. The others is oh gosh, who? Her daughter is Gloria, and the other is Gilda.
Thank you.
They just heal people. They don't heal animals. They have some tinctures and things, but
Well,
There.
healing animals is different.
Yeah.
People, it's much more complicated.
so I would expect y'all to leave now. The graveyard. Thank you.
Yep, we outie.
Cool.
Do you guys want to go to the witches or set up camp? Woods?
Yes.
Oh yes, the witch one.
There's no woods. You all are out in the desert.
Well, set up in the wilderness.
Yes. If you're looking for accommodations, we have a small bed and breakfast, as it were. It's not that big, and it's fairly inexpensive.
And where is that located?
Center of town, center of the settlement. It's about 2 silver, 3 silver a night, and one of the other people with the mayor kind of just shakes their head. Yeah. Ask for Brutus.
Okay.
Thank you.
Within our budget.
You've been very kind.
Do you say that out loud?
Please say no. Thank you.
Not really. You're still severe.
But I have to
We
return
can
this
go
book.
back into town eventually.
She didn't go. She wasn't there.
I mean, you technically have to catch a flight in 3 days.
Yeah, we just let it cool off a little bit.
That's what I said. She can go back.
And you still have your stuff at the resort.
Oh.
Minus your bag of holding, you have it with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say Daylily doesn't have anything outside of like
Yeah.
Okay.
bag.
I always carry everything I need.
What about you? What about you,
Me.
Nomad? Nomadic life. What about, Creek?
For me.
Does Creek carry everything on them? Okay. So technically you don't have to go back. But you do have to catch a flight in a couple of days. So.
We could probably go back.
Yeah.
So,
Just remember that flight is in the middle of town. So. So you all make your way to the Desert Inn, as it's called on the sign, the Desert Inn, and you ask for Brutus. I'm sure I can afford ladies. Oh my god. And Brutus is the one standing behind the it's like a bar, it's like a catch-all type thing. It's a bar, it's a restaurant, it's like an inn. Yes, I'm Brutus. We have not that many rooms available. How many rooms were you looking for? One for each of you, or because we only have, well, let me say this, we have 2 rooms.
Mm-hmm.
okay. Do you want to do like a boys' room, girls' room?
That would be a good idea.
Yeah, we can do that. It would be more proper. Perfect. That will, how many nights do you plan on staying? 2. Okay. Perfect. That will be 2 silver per night, so 4 silver per room, so 8 silver in total.
Can I reach him the silver, please?
I'll pay for the girls.
Sander wants to.
Oh, no. Not so.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
So suspicious.
Redstone. Oh. Hang on. He takes the gold. Okay. Sounds good. And he hands you 2 sets of keys, and he says, dinner will be in a few hours. It's included with your room, so is breakfast. Lunch, we don't really do a lunch, but there's a small market in town if you are looking for things. Enjoy your stay here at the Desert Inn. And
Thank you.
that's where we're gonna leave it for tonight.
Sylvia, you're so suspicious.
That's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
So
Hold on real quick. Thank you all for coming in. That was episode 22 of Through the Looking Glass. It went a lot different than I was hoping, and if you're a Patreon member, you know that I was planning on them just having a good time in the town, but it went a little crazy. So thank you all so much for tuning in. We're not going to be raiding out. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the new year. Goodbye.